like one day, like literally, it was like.
Because you're wearing all black, you look like a burglar.
I do look like a burglar.
This guy.
Someone told me that I looked like a spy with this backpack.
There's gonna be video evidence of me stealing those.
When I was growing up, my dad we would have like these rules for like, family vacations. We had like 15 rules or something like that. My brother and I, yeah, I know, like we just kept adding on to them. No, so I think this shot is just the like green screen shots where it's like
it's just
just us. Yeah, click rapidly, please. I think one of them was like make good decisions. My dad used to say that to me all the time.
Yeah. Nice. I don't even know if you could see them.
Just keep kind of moving. And rule number 1 was always have fun.
Hell yeah.
My dad would be like, what's rule number 1? We'd be like, have fun. 3.
Sometimes people tell us, why don't you put earplugs?
It is 3:49 p.m. and you're listening to WXYC Chapel Hill. And just a quick PSA from our end over here. Coming up on November 22nd, there is a performance called Office Hours happening at Cat's Cradle in the main room. It is a visual arts performance and also a dance party. There's going to be live DJs from 10 p.m. till 2 in the morning, and there will be live video mixing with analog synths happening the entire time. It's going to be a really great event. This is our first one at Cat's Cradle, which will be really exciting. More people can come. The set design is going to be bigger and better. So I hope to see everyone there. It's $10 pre-sale, $12 at the door. We'll be selling some merch. It's gonna be a great event. See you there.
Well, let me introduce to you DJ River Rat.
Christ. That's me.
And who am I?
Oh, this is DJ Arts and Crafts, or Art.Sandcrafts. His is better than mine, but...
I don't know.
Look, I don't think your name is better. I think that you put more thought into your name than I did.
You think your name is better?
I definitely think my name is better.
I do too.
I think actually our names fit our personalities, and I think the ways in which we came about them also make sense based on who you are and who I am.
I couldn't be DJ River Rat.
No, that's correct. I used to be DJ Idiot, but then literally my mom yelled at me.
They came to Office Hours though.
Yeah, my parents did come to Office Hours.
What did they think?
They had a great time, and they were just like on the side, and they were like, and I was just like.
You didn't alter your set for them at all.
No, we did not change our set for them.
You can't do that. Basically, I studied abroad in Berlin and started going to a lot of different nightclubs, and I basically started just like taking notes and like going out, and like I would literally go to the bathroom and like you're not allowed to have your phone like in a lot of these clubs, but I would just go to the bathroom and like type some notes about like what was going on. I came back and did an independent study with this professor, just talking about like how I was interested in starting to DJ, but I was really interested in like how you could have visuals combine with the music and have it react to it and exist and really coexist and be thought about at the same time, and make that the visuals not an afterthought, but like think about it concurrently. And we booked a show at Nightlife. And I texted my friend Jack, like, what should we call this party? Like, we don't know. He texted me back about 1 second later, Office Hours. Which turned out to be a pretty good name for a party at a college.
I got involved last year because Amy and I DJ'd the second Office Hours show, which was a lot of fun.
We don't have like roles really.
No,
we need to do that.
People ask me what I do with this, and I'm just like,
It's kind of ad hoc, you know?
Well,
Seb and Nicholas are not big on elaborate communication. So they said, we'll be at your house at 12:30. And I was like, that's cool. We didn't talk. Okay. They filled the shed with TVs. They're eating burritos right now, so that's great. Maxwell and I have been doing merch stuff, so.
I'm just making the graphic for the back. I am dyeing the hoodies, and I am helping sew on the patches for the front part of the hoodies. I'm also organizing getting the screen print on there as well.
I did this like independent study project in the 8th grade where I like put on a fashion show. I was convinced that also as I'm wearing a fucking sweatsuit from Walmart. Oh boy, really serving a look right now.
Besides the like tangible things of picking up TVs and, you know, like helping put posters up and doing promo work and, you know, like those things, like the work that I actually, you know, requires thought for me is around like what the project is itself, what the point of it is.
Palettes are pretty big compared to
The stage.
Yeah.
I think a lot about equity all of the time and in the spaces that I am in, and how are these spaces and projects that we're working on both equitable and accessible.
Come on, it's my little guy. Come on, it's my little guy.
And a lot of it is like also too encouraging people that I know who are interested in it, who traditionally would be kept out of spaces like this to get involved or like learn how to DJ or, you know, approach Nicholas about sharing their art or, you know, be like, hello, I have these skills to offer you, like, please let me help in this way.
I love graphic design. I love doing everything relating to it. Part of that is getting graphics onto stuff, like screen printing. And that's always something I put into other people's hands, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna learn it. And here we are. Sometimes you just go to like these events and you're like, damn, like, I wish I could do something like that. And hopefully it motivates kids who go here. I already know like there's some kids who are like, oh, I wanna throw my own events now, which is like sick. That's like so cool.
At the WXYC disco, like high schoolers always come, but they like show out. There's a bunch of them, and they show up like as soon as the doors open.
If you're an underclassman, unless you know people that have houses, you're pretty much relegated to dorm parties, which suck, or going to frat houses, right? And frat houses historically were built to keep certain groups of people out. I also think too, like the house show scene can fall into like really masculinist tendencies pretty quickly, which is why I also think though that events that have people live DJing are really great, because it tends to be a space that is more conducive to more and different types of people like being involved.
Crazy.
So I hope they come.
Ellie said that she's coming, but that she's currently stuck at the nail salon. That's funny. I'm very nerdy. Scott and I started buying these like DIY like circuit benders from this dude on Etsy, and yeah, and then we started using not just projectors to do digital animations, but also have analog visuals like generated from VHS tapes that were run through circuit benders and then ultimately displayed on like an array of TVs. I was just, over the past like 8 months, basically just obsessed with figuring out how this stuff works. Like it like reacts to the music. You can use a microphone to listen to the music, and then that changes how the video effects are triggered. So you can make it flash when like a kick drum hits, or you can make like a fisheye like bulge like when a snare hits. And then when you combine that all at the same time, like you're getting moving effects with the video as it's happening. There's more. Think about this constantly. I literally think about this constantly. It's like I'm going to bed at night and it's like, I'm just thinking about like how it's all like routing.
So sweet. He wants a cover for his radio show so he can go to office hours. That's cute. I can't do it though. I'm gonna respond to that later. Had to rework our plan a little bit, but I think it looks really good. I think we sold over 200 so far. Pre-sale numbers, that would mean that we would sell out, which is very exciting. This is what the 5-foot stuff. Oh my god. It was gonna work. Yes, it was. Like, it would make sense for it to, just based on logistics and the numbers that we have so far, but I just can't conceptualize of 750 people coming to the show. Like, I don't know that many people. I don't know. It's very weird that it's happening today because we've been working on this for so many months. But it'd be very cool if it sold out. I think that would feel really good for that to be the outcome of all the work.
I've been having this stress dream that the roof of my shed breaks and it just rains on top of all of the TVs and then they all break. And I've also been having this dream that I have 3 TVs in my car that I like slam on the brakes and then they just all fly out of my back window.
One of my video mixers actually stopped working, but the good news is that I had planned for that to happen. This wasn't like the plan all along. Like, this was like it was a class project, and then throughout, just like it has evolved. And then I think we were probably just planning on doing like one show called Office Hours, and then we're like, all right, we should do a second one. And then people are like, when's the next one?
At our last show, started, having conversations about consent at the door, which I think is really important.
Thank you for coming.
Cool. Thank you.
I've been working on the door the whole time, so I literally have not been inside yet.
Almost like a weekend ago, and one of our friends.
Sounds good though.
Do you get nervous?
No.
Does Amy get nervous?
Yes. Performance complex, so obviously I love it. Also too, because you put a lot of work in and you're just like, I know I sound good because I worked hard to sound good. It's like this whole thing came together and it is supposed to look good, and it does, and that's awesome and it feels really great.
In 5th grade, we had this TV show at my elementary school called BTV. Literally had the same equipment that we're
really
using
funny.
right now. Like the switcher, I remember it's like, I loved doing it like in 5th grade, like literally just like Like, you do like the checkered effect.
Should I put on my costume?
Just be comfortable for now. Will your
You have a
costume stress you
costume
out?
too?
Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Oh my god.
Baby doll.
And then I wear it with these fishnets and then like these awful heels. Truly like disgusting heels. Nightlife is a space that allows everyone to operate in. Parties like this are important because they allow a sort of like cathartic release of like the banal of the day-to-day. And particularly for like me as like a trans person, they're really important because I feel very like boxed in like day-to-day life, and I've always looked for like parties and dance music and all these events as sort of like a release where I can truly like have fun and not fear the repercussions of that.
It's videography, it's DJing, it's music, it's dancing, it's queer culture, it's everything I could want in one space and not feel like I have to apologize. Like I'm here and I'm me and these are my friends and let's just fucking, excuse me, like let's dance.
It's something that people dress up for, which I really like. I really like that. I don't know, Nicholas and Elinor and Amy and it's just
Ashley.
and Ashley and I don't know, they're all just like, oh, you're my friend, you want to help out, like please do.
It's really cool to see people our age, like who I feel like pretty equal to, like pull off something like so amazing. Like it's so encouraging. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Where they going? My car. Yeah. If you're doing stuff in the front seat, be careful because the boards are.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all know how many tickets you sold, like, total?
$5.94.
Holy shit.
Holy dang.
Is that the most people?
At office hours, for sure, that's the most people. Yeah. That's double the last time. Yeah. I think it was a total.
Everyone had
having the
fun.
technical setup not fall apart during it was a total success. I had like all these backup adapters lined up, didn't have to use them.
Is this the end of office hours?
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
As long as there are students, there will be office hours.
As long as students have questions. As long as students have questions.
Students have questions.
There will be office hours.
Professor.
Who took the bomb?